Okay, it is February 2nd, 2013, so Groundhog's Day. If the groundhog were here in South Dakota, I guess he'd be seeing a shadow this morning because it's very sunny, so we'd have 6 more weeks of winter, which I think we will probably have either way, no matter what the groundhog sees. I think the actual groundhog in Pennsylvania did not see a shadow. Did see a shadow? Yes. I don't know. Maybe he saw a shadow or not. It's kind of pointless because we will have 6 more weeks of winter. So what we're going to talk about today is how I have marked out the high tunnel greenhouse for seeding and planting it for our early spring crops. So our high tunnel is 30 feet by 72 feet, and you can see the rafters going over that hold the plastic. Actually, you can see them moving today because it's a very, very windy day, but even on this windy day, you know, it's very nice inside the high tunnel. It's very warm in here, and good for planting because there's not much, there's no breeze or anything in here to be disruptive. So we've tilled the whole high tunnel, and then I have marked it out into the planting beds that I want to use. So it's going to be kind of a little bit hard to see right now because it's all dirt. But essentially what I've done is gone all the way around along the 2 edges, and I have a 12-inch edge that goes all the way up the side and all the way up the other side, and that will not be planted. That will just be dirt and you know, trying to keep the weeds out of it, and that's where I'll kind of throw the big clods of dirt and stuff as I take them out of the soil, and it'll just be kind of a buffer area. And then on the ends I have a 4-foot space that will not be planted, just so we have a little room to move around. If I need to bring a wheelbarrow in, I can do so. So the 1-foot buffer that won't be planted, and then there's going to be a 2-foot planting area all the way down. And I chose 2 feet because a person can easily reach out 2 feet. So if I'm in a walkway, and this is a 12-inch walkway that will go all the way down, and I won't ever walk or step into the planting areas, if I'm in this 12-inch walkway, I can easily reach across a 2-foot span to do weeding or to plant or to seed or whatever I want to do. So this first one is 2 feet, then a 1-foot walkway, and then a 4-foot planting section, and it will have a walkway on both sides. So from either side I can reach in 2 feet and seed stuff, weed stuff, pick stuff, whatever I need to do. And then a 1-foot walkway that goes all the way down, and then a 4-foot section that will be planted. And then this middle, again, is just a big 4-foot open section for pushing the wheelbarrow, for walking, for pulling hoses, whatever. And then the same design on the other side. So it comes out to be a good amount of planting space either way, but there's an adequate amount of walking space also, which is kind of important, because when the plants get bigger, and say we have tomatoes in here and they're tied up to the rafters, you want to be able to have a little bit of room to move around. So today I'm actually going to plant in some potatoes that I had left over from last year, and they're the little early red potatoes. And I put, at the end of the season last year, I still had some that I dug out of the ground, so I put them into a Rubbermaid tote with some wood shavings. And because they're the early potatoes, they only stayed dormant for a while, and then they started sprouting because they're not really storage potatoes. And they actually started pushing the top off of this Rubbermaid tote. And so the choice there is either take the sprouts off and try to cook them, but once they start getting kind of wrinkly, then there's not much value in the potato to eat it, and so then you can either compost the potato or you can go ahead and plant it out. And the sprouts on them are about, I don't know, 4 to 6 inches high, so this is kind of an experiment again. I'm going to take one of these 4-foot sections and go ahead and place the little early reds in there on Groundhog Day, and I'm thinking that I should be able to dig up early potatoes from those probably in about May. I should have some early potatoes. So, wow, it just got rained on here. So that's an experiment. I've never planted into a greenhouse with potatoes before. But it should work out because the ground has not been freezing in here at all. I had lettuce in here until this last week and it was fine, it wasn't freezing. So I think the potatoes will take right off and start growing, but we'll find out.